Hello and welcome back to the Cricket Nerds podcast. Today we're going to be talking about the game between Delhi Capitals and KKR. It's just me and Benji today. And Benji, let's start off by talking about KKR's innings. It was a bit of a mixed bag, wasn't it?
Just a boring game, wasn't it? Like, not a lot happened. Let's just go through it though. Aaron Finch and Venkatesh Iyer, smelly batting. Didn't look very good.
Very smelly.
Venkatesh Iyer is having classic second season syndrome, and it doesn't seem to be going very well. Aaron Finch keeping up his form from his Australia games and not his form from his last KKR game. I do feel sorry for KKR, who should have been playing Alex Hales rather than Aaron Finch. But there you go. Shreyas Iyer pulled in a bit of a captain's knock to restabilise the innings. I hadn't seen two of the players, Baba Indrahith and Harshit Rana, before for KKR, so a few changes there. Clearly, they're trying to play the extra batter up the order, so Sam Billings has made way for Indrahith. Again, he didn't do very much. Narain didn't do anything. Nitish Rana played a good cameo, I thought. I thought he struck the ball quite well, and I think it took a good bit of bowling from the Fizz to actually get him out. Dre Russ ran down the wicket. That was pretty embarrassing, I'll be honest.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
And then Rinku Singh played quite a nice cameo at the end there, and which I thought was quite good from him. I mean, in terms of the Delhi bowling, like, it was very much a tale of six different bowlers. Like the Fizz, Chetan Sakaria and Kuldeep Yadav looked really good. They took all the wickets and were really economical. But Shardul Thakur, Lalit Yadav and Akshar Patel just got smashed. So, yeah, I think Kolkata set a subtotal score. I think Kuldeep actually did bowl really well from his 3 overs to get those 4 wickets.
Yeah, he looked really good.
He did look really good. But yeah, I think KKR would be disappointed with that total, even though not taking anything away from Delhi bowlers who did quite well, which set up what looked like quite a good game, actually, because Delhi have had in different form with the bat. I mean, James, anything to add on KKR or want to talk about Delhi?
I want to touch a little bit on Nitish Rana, because he's been a proper shining light for KKR yet again. He's such a player of class, and he's one of those fringe players, a bit like Rahul Tripathi, that they look really good, but they're unlikely to get a look in for India. So, it's a bit of a shame for people like Nitish Rana, because they do show real class and real promise. I just don't know why they haven't opened with Nitish Rana yet. Because he has opened before and he's been really good opening. And then Venkatesh Iyer looks awful, which is a real shame, because he was one of their retentions, and he's been amazing for the past year, and then he's suddenly got to the IPL and like you say, second season syndrome. But let's move on. So Delhi Capitals innings started pretty much as badly as you could hope for, with Umesh Yadav pulling out an absolute blinder of a caught and bowled off Prithvi Shaw.
First ball of the innings.
Yeah, it was really, really good. And then after that, Mitchell Marsh came in and then left. But he looked better than he has for a while.
I think Mitch Marsh was looking really sharp. I think for the balls that he hit, looked really good. It was a really good catch, I think, from Venkatesh Iyer to get that. I just want to, sorry, you carry on, and I want to comment about the bowler Harshit Rana after you finished.
Yes. So, other than that, David Warner looks very good, actually. Yet again, he's just showing his class. And Lalit Yadav tried to play a bit of an anchor role, but he was just outfoxed by that wily old Narain, who is still, he's got to be the most consistent bowler, I think. He's so good. Just that mystery spin, he's worth his weight in gold. Rishabh Pant, a bit of smelly batting, to be completely honest. And then we had a proper good fight back from Akshar Patel and Rovman Powell in particular. Rovman Powell, he's got some unfinished business, I think, after the last game. He wanted to hit sixes and he hit 3 of them, and he looked very good. And he ended up getting them over the line with a test innings from Shardul as well. But what do you think of the bowling bench?
So it was, again, such a mixed bag of bowling. Like Umesh Yadav, really good. Tim Southee, tight, even though he got no wickets. And Sunil Narayan, he is currently the most economic bowler in the IPL, but he's only taken 7 wickets. He just, the teams try and see him off, and that's exactly what Delhi did. So I think rather than KKR bowling poorly, I think Delhi just batted very cleverly because Delhi have got a real problem. KKR have got a real problem with their 5th bowler.
Yeah.
It's a real issue
now.
Well, there was one over from Nitish Rana that I don't think I've seen worse bowling by a professional cricketer. It was awful.
He's officially an all-rounder as well.
He's officially an all-rounder, but I don't know what he was doing. It was like I have seen better bowling on a Sunday League village cricket game than what Nitish Rana was chucking down. Andre Russell and Venkatesh Iyer as well both got smoked for 14 off each of their overs. So they've just got some problem with their 5th bowler. Like in the past, Dre Russ has bowled quite tight at the death. Venkatesh bowled some decent spells last year, but it was even the captain Shreyas who brought himself on to sort of bowl that extra over.
Yeah.
But it was just like poor. It was awful.
Yeah. Can I just touch on Shreyas Iyer real quick?
Yeah.
Because it's the 19th over. Delhi need 4 to win, and Shreyas Iyer brings himself on, bowling a mixture of off breaks and leg breaks, and bowls 4 dot balls in a row. Then Shardul managed to get a single, and then Rovman Powell just did Rovman Powell things. But I was like, those 4 dot balls, I was like, Shreyas Iyer, the captain, he's gonna do it. So that was a nice little touch. And Shreyas Iyer, not a bad bowler. I'm gonna put it out there.
Yeah. So maybe he could be that 5th bowler. I think I'm just not sure what went on with KKR today, but Varun Chakravarti wasn't in the side. I don't know if he's a bit out of form or he's injured or he's been dropped, because I just think dropping Varun Chakravarti was a poor decision, because they're bringing in Rinku Singh, who didn't bowl and batted at number 7. So it's a very questionable choices at the minute from KKR. I think they've got some serious thinking to do with regards to their to their balance. But I think just before we sort of wrap up this episode, I'm glad you touched on Shreyas Iyer, but I want to talk about Harshit Rana, because I think for the guys, I think his 3rd IPL game, I think it was, his first IPL game.
Yeah, I think this was his debut. His
first IPL game. I think he bowled really well. He took that really key wicket at the start, and I think he just looked pretty good. Like he bowled nice and tidy. Now, this guy has never played any professional cricket before, ever. This is his first professional cricket match.
Is it actually?
So he's not played for Delhi. Oh. This is his first game as a professional. So massive shout out.
Good lad.
To Harshit Rana, and also to the Kolkata Knight Riders scouts, because I think they've played a blinder there, and that's a real, we'll see how he goes after a few of the matches, but if he can keep up what he's done, that's a real find for them. But yeah, I think the most high level he's played is like some very high level club games, but he's also played some international college matches. So I believe he played against Loughborough University or something like that as well. So yeah. Well, good on Harshit Rana.
Yeah. So we'll move on to comment of the day, and comment of the day goes to Major Merck. So it was regarding yesterday's match between Gujarat Titans and the Sunrisers Hyderabad, and he said Rashid and Tawatia did Shashank Redemption. That's genius. that definitely deserves comment of the day. So tomorrow we've got Punjab versus Lucknow Super Giants, which is quite a big match actually. So they both played 8 games. Lucknow are sitting in 4th with 10 points, and Punjab are currently in 7th with 8 points. So it's only net run rate that's keeping Punjab that low, but that's quite a big match, and it's KL Rahul against his former club. Mayank and KL, best mates facing off. I'm very, very hopeful that Punjab can do it with this new balance they've got. But I think a lot of it will depend on a couple of factors. One will be the Lucknow bowling, like how well they bowl just in general.
Yeah.
And the other factor is how well a particular Rahul Chahar bowls, because he's been the missing piece. He was brilliant at the start. He's dropped off a bit. If he comes back to form, Punjab are looking dangerous again. But as it stands, they're looking like a middling side. We are looking like a middling side. So, Benji, what's your prediction for tomorrow?
Yeah, I think it's definitely gonna. Well, first of all, it's a must-win game for Punjab. I think if they don't win this one, they've only got 5 games to go, and they really need another 3 out of those 5 games. So they need to win 3 out of their remaining 6 games. So I think this is a must-win for Punjab. If Punjab can carry on their form from their last match, if they can go with their balance, if players like Rishi Darwan, if Rao Chahar, as you said, pull their weight, I think they could just edge it. But that being said, I am going to go with Lucknow Super Giants just to throw a spanner in the works, because I think KKR Hall has hit some form. He's hit 200 so far this season. It will be poetic for him to go to his former team and flight the ball to all locations. And if I see at the toss that Odin Smith is playing for Punjab, then I'll be vindicated.
I don't think he will, but I hope Punjab win the toss, and I hope KL Rahul goes out first ball.
That would be that. To be honest, I'm a complete neutral, so I don't mind whatever happens.
I just want Arshdeep to have a brilliant game because he's been so good.
Yeah. I think it will make a good bit of poetry if Rahul comes to his former team, smashes them all over the place. You've got Jason Holder, you've got Quentin de Kock, you've got some good players in the Lucknow side. So
and Arshdeep gets them all. So that's going to be the hashtag for today. If you've watched this far, it is hashtag Arshdeep Overlord. So that is the hashtag. If you use that hashtag, then it means that you've watched this far, and we'll recognize you. Overlord. And we know you're a real one. So don't forget to subscribe. We are flying through. We're very close to our goal of 300. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe. Please leave a like. You can listen to our podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcast, Anchor FM, Spotify, many more. And follow our social medias. We are at Cricket Nerds Pod. So other than that, we will see you guys tomorrow after Punjab beat Lucknow.